Hi, my name's Andy Shaw from Web User Magazine, and today I'm looking at the latest device from storage experts Iomega. Web User has looked at all sorts of devices for playing your movies, photos and music on your PC, from network streamers to audiovisual hard disks to media centers in their own right. While this is fine for those with home networks or fat wallets, other people might miss the chance to view their media on their TV without paying for all those extra things they don't really need. This is where Iomega's ScreenPlay TV link comes in. This is a tiny black box that comes with a remote control and enough connectors to attach it to a TV via component, composite or SCART connections. It also has an HDMI socket, though the cable isn't included, but it can output up to 1080i HD quality, ideal for viewing those high-res digital photos if you've got a compatible TV. Another cable connects it directly to a power lead, and it comes with a basic but functional remote control. The link to your media comes through a USB port on the device, into which you can plug USB storage. So you copy your videos, photos and music onto a USB memory drive or hard disk, plug this into the ScreenPlay, and then when you plug the ScreenPlay into the TV, you can browse through the files and folders on the device via the remote control. To test it, we connected the device to a TV and plugged in a 2GB USB memory drive with some music, photos and short home movies on. The device simply shows the folder structure you've created on the USB storage. Click on a folder and if there's media in there, the ScreenPlay will automatically play through it accordingly. You can stop this, go back and browse through the files if you wish, but there's no thumbnails to help you see what the files are, just their names. It'll also take input from external hard disks, the type with no separate power cable. The device is incredibly simple, almost too simple. The interface does very little other than show the basic file structure on the storage that you're plugging into the device. While this makes it uncomplicated, the responsibility is with the user to make sure their files are well organized before they plug it in. The file types supported are fairly limited. Music is okay with almost everything except Apple's AAC in the list, but your photos had better be JPEGs, they probably already are, and your videos must be in MPEG format. They can be MPEG 1, MPEG 2 or MPEG 4, encoded in a variety of different ways, but if they don't end in .mpg, it's unlikely you'll be able to watch them without converting first. There's also no support for HD video, which is something of a shame since it'll connect to an HD TV via its HDMI socket. You can have music playing during a slideshow, but it's not something you can set in the device. Rather, you have to jump through a few hoops while loading your pictures onto it. First, you have to add the desired music file to the folder the photos are in, then make sure that it's named so that it appears after the photos when they're listed alphanumerically. It's nice to have the option, but the implementation is a bit rough. We also couldn't get this working while we were going through the HDMI connection rather obscurely, though it worked fine through the composite option. Because there's nothing more to this than its ability to read files from an external source and translate them onto your TV, you wouldn't expect it to be particularly expensive. The price point of £65 isn't bad for this much money, but we would expect a little more refinement to the interface, and would have welcomed the ironing out of some of its more awkward elements. The issue with the musical slideshow is probably the most finicky element, but the basic interface is generally a bit rough and ready. The upside is its flexibility, and you can plug in almost any USB storage device into it, which should definitely help if you've already got USB storage and don't want to spend a fortune on transferring your media to your TV.